Okay. All right. So we good. Good. All right. All right. All right. I think we good. I think we're cooking, and I think we about to get to it. So, yeah, man. Welcome to the Roundtable Talk, hosted by Grind Life Productions. I never did a podcast before. This is my first time doing a podcast. This is a pretty interesting attempt at doing a podcast. But I want this to be like something that you listen to when you're feeling down, something that you could listen to when you're going through some things, and something that you could listen to just to get you back into good spirits. So that's why I created the Roundtable Talk, because after going live a couple of times and working out and seeing all the people that come in, we have good conversation. I love the conversations that I have with you guys. I think it's dope. I think that's tough. So, I feel like, why not just start a podcast so we could just chat it up the whole time? I'm still going to be doing the workout live streams. I'm still going to be doing all of that. But, this is just me trying something different. And in life, I feel like you got to try new things. You got to try new things. In order to get to the top, you got to try, you got to step outside of your comfort zone. You got to step outside of your comfort zone, and you got to try to make your life a little bit more easier. That's all it is. You see, like, I would, most people, if they was in the situation that I was in, if they was in my predicament, they would classify they would classify this as a loss, because I didn't start the stream on time. I didn't start the stream on time. So most people, they would classify this as a L. They're like, "Oh, you didn't start the podcast on time. Oh, you didn't get to it in time." You know, honestly, I'm not going to let that stop me, though. I'm not going to let that stop me, because I came here to get a job done, and I came here with a mission, and my mission was to spread this message. So, without further ado, let's get into the topics for tonight. I have 3 topics for the night, and I'm going to try to get through these 3 topics with the best of my ability. The 3 topics for the night is making beneficial sacrifices, the grind being lonely but worth it in the end, and last but not least, we will be discussing the importance of making big plays. So, we're going to try to shoot for about 30 minutes to an hour, and yeah, we're going to get it going. We're going to get it going. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. Making beneficial sacrifices. Now, we make sacrifices that are good, and we make sacrifices that are bad. We make sacrifices that help us out in life, and we make sacrifices that hinders our progress. And when we do these things, we're consciously doing these things. So it's not like it's not like we're unconsciously doing them. It's not like we're standing in our own way. Well, I mean, we are standing in our own way with the certain decisions that we make. But in order for you to get out of a situation, you have to change up your actions. You've made so many mistakes. You made so many choices, and those choices always led you down the wrong route. Those choices always led you down to a place where you never wanted to be. It led you down to a place where you never wanted to be. But that's okay. That's okay because you want to know what? I'm going to tell you, you got the greatest gift of all. You have a life. You got life. You got life. You can keep on pushing. You can try again. God allowed you to wake up so you can try again. God gave you another chance. You know how many people don't even wake up to see another day? Most people really die in their sleep. Most people really die in their sleep. So, I feel like we should just be grateful for breathing. Like you and me, we should be grateful like that we could take this breath of air. We should be grateful that we can literally go on our phones and go live. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to talk to strangers who want to be motivated. I'm grateful for that. Like we really live in a great time. We really live in a great time, but a lot of people want to focus on negativities. They want to focus on the negativities, but they don't want to focus on the bigger picture. We like we take a lot of this stuff for granted. We take a lot of this stuff for granted. And I promise you, when all of it's not here, when it's not here, bro, we're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss the days where you could chill. You're gonna miss the days where you didn't have to work so hard, but you take it all for granted. You're gonna miss those family members who was nice to you, who wanted you to get on your feet, but you kept on playing around. You wasn't serious about your life. So you kept on going every single day like it didn't matter. You kept on treating every single day like it didn't matter. But those days add up. Everything accumulates. Everything accumulates over time. So knowing that these actions accumulate over time, you got to know that you will pay the price eventually. So we pay good prices and we pay bad prices. If we've been working on ourselves on a day-to-day basis, I feel like that's a good thing. We're going to have good things in our future. But if we haven't been doing that work, if we haven't been focused, putting in that work every single day, focusing on things that don't benefit us, I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster. But like I said before, we make that choice. We make that decision. We make that decision. But you got to make the decision to be great. Got to make the decision to be great, which leads me to my next point. People will get upset with you once you start to live your truth. Once you really start to step out and do what once you really start to step out and do like what makes sense to you, when you do like the things that you actually love doing and you chase after that dream every day, people going to see that you're locked in with yourself. People going to see that you're locked in with your goals. And there's going to be some people who's okay with that. There's going to be some people who support that, but there's also going to be some people who stand in your way. I'm here to tell you, do not let them get in your way. Don't let them bother you. Their opinion is nothing. Their opinion is nothing because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. They'll say all these negative things to you, but it really doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Anything they have to say, it does not matter at all. You just keep on pushing. You stay focused on your mission. When you're on this grind, you got to draw up a game plan. I'm gonna tell you guys my game plan. When I got into this YouTube stuff, I wanted to build it from the ground up. I wanted to build it from the ground up. I wanted to do something that a lot of people never seen before. I feel like I have like a certain uniqueness to offer to the motivation and fitness community. So I pair motivation with the fitness to show everybody that it's possible. Like what I do, it looks easy. Like when I'm hitting those push-ups, doing the push-ups and monetization, it looks easy because of how I be blowing through it. But it's a struggle. It's a fight. It's a fight to the finish. And you're not gonna get to the finish line if you don't start. How can you get to the finish line if you don't start? We all got to start somewhere. We may not start in the best position, but at least we're starting out. At least we're starting out. At least we're following through. That's what matters. That's all that matters. But you got to start. You have to start. It's important. It's important. It's important because, you know, you can say you want to do all these things, but none of it will ever get done unless you actually step out there and make it happen for yourself. Like get your name out there, put in some action because it's a snowball effect. You do one thing and then you just so happen to do something else to like further that goal, and then you just keep on working on that every single day until you get to where you want to be. It may take you some time, but that's okay. It may take you some time, but that's okay. You might see people that's blowing up quickly. You might see people that has like overnight success, but overnight success doesn't happen for everybody. But just because it doesn't happen for everybody, it doesn't mean that you can't have long-term success. Because honestly, I feel like long-term success is way better than overnight success, because long-term success, it will never leave you. It can never leave you. I'm gonna give you guys an analogy. If like I'm, forget it, I'm gonna just do waves. So if you're trying to get waves and you cut your hair off and you've been brushing for 2 to 3 months straight, or not 2 to 3 months straight, but 3 months straight, 6 months straight, going on to a year straight, you've been brushing, you've been staying consistent with your hair care, and you've been staying on that, bro. You can let 2 weeks go by and your waves might look messed up. It might look messed up, but it'll take a couple of brush sessions, not even a lot. Now you could probably get it back in one brush session. All you need is like one haircut and you're good, because you trained your hair to get like that. You trained your hair to maintain that style. And once you train your hair to maintain a certain style, it will never leave. Might look a little rusty, it might look a little crazy, but you can always get it back to how it was. And that can be tied into the grind. Once you train yourself to drop consistently, once you train yourself to upload consistently, once you train yourself to just show up consistently, when your time comes, you're going to flourish. You're going to flourish. So it doesn't matter if you're not getting the results that you want right now. It doesn't matter, because you're going to get them in the future. You're going to get them eventually. You're going to get them eventually. So, I would take the long term over everything. I would take the long term over everything. I don't care who doesn't believe in me. I don't care who doesn't think that I can do it. As long as I know that I can do it, and as long as I know that I'm going to show up every single day, I feel like that's dope. I feel like that's dope, because it's like, bruh, it's just me here. It's just me here. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm gonna get into my next point though. Get into my next point, bro. It's gonna get to a point where you just might need the you might need to turn Danny Phantom. You might need to turn Danny Phantom. And going Danny Phantom, it's not a bad thing. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's not a bad thing, because you're actually being productive. You're actually working towards something. You have a goal. It's so many people out here who don't have goals. It's so many people out here who don't have missions. They don't have missions that they want to complete. They don't have things that they actually want to do. Well, I mean, they got things that they want to do, but they don't know how they're going to get there. And the reason why they don't know how they want to get there is because they never put the work in to figure it out. They never put the work in to figure it out. You got to put the work in to figure this out. It's not going to just, you're not just going to know these things off front. Like, you'll learn as you go. I feel like experience is the best teacher, just like how, I'm doing this live stream right now, just like how I'm doing this podcast right now. Like, I'm gonna learn as I go. I'm gonna learn as I go. I'm gonna get it all right as I go. Like, I'm not gonna get it all right by the first episode. I want it to be perfect, but this it's never gonna happen like that. It's never gonna happen like that. Because, bro, perfection. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So anything I do is not going to be perfect. I might mess up on a couple of words. I might not show up on time, just like how I did tonight. But I'm still going to carry out this live. Like, I got like 50,000 people watching me. I'm still going to carry out this live. Like, I got so many people watching me, and I'm not going to stress. I'm going to just get through what I said I was going to do. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, because my word holds weight. I like to believe that my word holds weight, and I like to follow through with my tasks. Sometimes, like, I'm not really able to get to everything that I want to do, but as long as I know that I'm trying, as long as I know that I'm doing my best, I can't even stress. That rhymes. I wasn't even meaning for that to rhyme, but I'm gonna say it again. As long as I know that I'm trying my best, as long as I know that, yeah, I'm doing my best, bro. I can't stress. I can't stress off of knowing that I'm doing my best. There's nothing to stress about. There's nothing to worry about. And I feel like you guys, you probably go through some things in your life and you probably stress. The people around you probably make you stress. But if you got people around you making you stress and you know it's not good for you, you know it's bringing you down, I feel like you just might have to cut these people off. You just might have to cut these people off because you don't need people around you who don't want to see you do better. You should be surrounded by like-minded individuals who are either in the same position that you want to be in or working towards it. You see, like, I watch Mr. Keep It Simple. He got some good content because he's in a position that I want to be in eventually one of these days. So, I'm a I'm gonna take bits and pieces of what he does and I'm gonna try to apply it to my own and I'm gonna try to put like my own little spin on it because I understand I'm not him. I'm not him. Like, I look up to him, but I'm not him. I'm me. I'm Chris. I'm Ground Life Productions. So, all I can do is my best. All I can do is my best. And that's all I focus on. I focus on getting 1% better every single day. Even though I might have a couple of messed up days, that's all right. I'm not going to stress. I can't stress because there's nothing to stress about. So we just going to keep on working. We just got to keep on working. That's all it is. That's all it is. And leading to my last point on the topic of making beneficial sacrifices, you can't save others when you need to be saved as well. I just don't believe it's possible to help everybody else out when you need help too. You might have a good heart and that's all right. We all got good hearts. Well, some of us. Some of us. But if you have a good heart, that's good. But people will take advantage of that. People will take advantage of your kindness if you let them. If you allow them to take advantage of your kindness, then bro, it's like you're just sticking your hand out and they're just biting it. You can't never bite the hand that feeds you. Never bite the hand that feeds you. But if you try helping somebody out and shoot, they snap back at you or they clap back at you or they try to tear you down or they try to attack you even though you tried to help them, I feel like you just got to let them go. Like, don't get negative towards them, don't get angry towards them. Just let them go, let them be because before they even showed up, you was still doing your thing. You was still doing your thing. So I don't feel like you need to worry about them. I don't feel like you need to stop everything that you're doing to take care of somebody else who never wanted to be saved. You can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved. And we got to stop doing this because we bring ourselves down trying to help out other people who don't want to be helped. These people are stuck. These people are stuck in the cycle. These people are stuck in the loop and they're not going to break out of it. They're not going to break out of it. But we see the good in people, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because some people really do have good in them and you could really help them out. But most people don't have that same level as good. They don't have that same level of good. They really don't. And the people who do have that level of good, they will actually try. So these people they're easy to spot out. They are real easy to spot out. So you don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about discerning on, oh, how do I know who's the right person? How do I know who's really about it? How do I know who's really right for me? You don't have to stress. They will show you. They will show you. Their actions will speak for themselves. Their actions will speak for themselves. You can't judge a person by what they say, but you can judge a person by their actions because a person could say anything. A person could say like they're a millionaire, but whole time they're homeless. Whole time they don't even have a job. They don't even have a job. They were lying. And I feel like a lot of people cap nowadays and it's really crazy. It's not good at all. And that just needs to stop. But people going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So it's like I'm not really going to stress over it. I'm not going to stress over it. But a person who actually wants to help you out, a person who actually wants to show up for you, a person who actually wants to do their best, they will show you all the time. Even if they don't meet your requirements most times, they're still going to try their hardest to show up for you. They're still going to try their hardest because I feel like effort is everything. As long as you trying, I don't feel like anybody could tell you wrong. I don't feel like anybody can dismiss you as long as you try, as long as you make that effort, because there's power in effort, because effort leads to change. Effort leads to change. You keep on trying every single day. Eventually you're going to get it. Eventually you're going to get it because you're showing that you want it for yourself. You're showing that you want this. You have to show God that you want this. You have to show God that you want the blessing because he's not going to give you the blessing if you don't want it. If you're not putting in the work, he's not going to give you the blessing. He's just not going to do it. He's just not going to do it. But that's just God for you. He's fair. He's fair. If you keep on putting in the work, he's going to drop some blessings on you. He's going to drop some miracles on you. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. But if you haven't been putting in the work, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything. I remember my grandfather told me, well, he ain't tell me, but he told my moms, and my moms told me, a man that doesn't work does not eat. A man that does not work does not eat. So if you're not working towards what you want, you're not going to reap the benefits because there are no benefits to reap. There are no benefits to reap. You didn't create the opportunity for yourself. You see, most people they want to wait for a sign. Most people they want to wait for their time to come. Most people think that they're just gonna have this big day where everything changes, but they was never working towards nothing. They was never working towards nothing. So it's all gonna just go down the drain. It's all gonna go down the drain because they wasn't doing anything. But to those who's been showing up every single day, to those who's been like putting in that work every single day, to those who's been overcoming like the doubts of the naysayers, to those who's just been standing strong, standing on 10, you will make it. You will make it. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's probably going to take a while, but it's that's okay. That's okay. Rome wasn't built overnight. It wasn't built overnight. It took time. It took time to establish a place like that. It took time, effort, and work, and belief and faith. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You can believe in God all you want, but if you're not putting that work in, then your belief is nothing. Your belief is nothing because you just chatting at that point. Stop chatting and actually put in the action. No more chatting, more action. No more chatting. But yeah, to close off the topic of beneficial sacrifices, I feel like we just got to focus on making these beneficial sacrifices. We just got to focus on the good things. We may not want to do it, but we got to do it anyway. Like when it comes to eating healthy, like I don't know what you guys are trying to improve on in your life. Like if you want to eat healthier, you want to clean up your diet, bro, you got to eat the salads, you got to eat the fruits, you got to eat your vegetables. You got to do that. You might have to cut you got to cut down on the junk food. You got to cut down on the oily foods. Something I need to work on myself, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is, and those who get it will get it. Those who don't, well, it's probably just going to take you a little bit more time, but you can get there. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. You might relapse a couple of times. You might mess up a couple of times, but that's okay. That's okay. You will get there. You will get there. Just like with semen retention, man. Like you want to master your lust, you want to conquer your lust. You got to put that work in every day. Leave the corn alone. Leave the corn alone. Leave the low vibrational women alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Focus on yourself. If you're doing things that make you think lustfully, like if you smoking, that makes you do lustful things. If you drinking, that makes you do lustful things. It might be time to put the bottle down. It might be time to put the blunt down. It just might be time for that. So you got to make a beneficial sacrifice. And I promise you, once you make that sacrifice, everything will change. Everything will change for the better. It's all going to change for the better. But you got to trust the process. So many people don't trust the process. So many people don't know what it's like to trust the process. They encounter one bad situation, but then it's like they don't even want to try no more. They don't want to put in the work no more because it didn't work out for them the first time. It's never going to work out for you the first time. It's never going to work out the first time. You don't even know what you're doing yet. You don't even know what you're doing yet. How can you expect to be successful when you don't even have no experience? It just doesn't make sense. So, you can't ask for more than you put into it. You just can't do that. You just can't do that. It's serious. It's serious. But yeah, we're gonna close that topic out and we're gonna move on to the next one. The grind is lonely, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Because it's like you sacrificing the fun for the right now to put in the work right now. So you can have fun later. A lot of you guys, you might be young, like me, you might be in your 20s and you want your 30s to be amazing. Your 30s can only be amazing if you put the work in right now in your 20s. I'm 22 and I'm working like I'm like 30, 40 years old. That's why I really don't relate to most people my age because they don't got the same mindset as me. And that's why I really can't hang around a lot of people because they don't think like me. They don't think like me. They're so stuck in their flesh and they're so stuck in like what's popping. They're so stuck in like what's trending in social media. But bro, I don't care what's going on in social media. I don't care what's going on in social media. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. I got things I gotta do. I got plans. I got plans. I got actions I gotta take. I got risks that I gotta take. I can't play around with my life. I can't play around with my life. I would say I played around with my life for about 20 years. I'm only 22, but I say I finally started locking in when I turned well actually not even 20 years. I played around with my life for about 19 years. And I would say I really started locking in when I turned 20. And ever since then, I just been getting to it every single day. Every single day. Like I managed to build a YouTube channel that has 1,700 people who rocks with what I talk about. I managed to build a TikTok that has 2,400 people who like the stuff that I speak on. So I feel like that's litty. I feel like I'm doing my thing. I just got to keep on going because I never went a whole entire year just focused, just dropping the whole time. Always putting out banger content, always putting out fire content. I never did that before. I never did that before. But I feel like I'm in a position to where I could just run it up. So I'm making a lot of plays. I'm trying to get some merch put out. I'm trying to get a Patreon worked on. I'm already making a play stepping out with this podcast. I'm already making a major play stepping out with this podcast because how many people do you know that has a podcast besides all those big names? So this is just something to add on to the Grind Life brand because I see Grind Life being big one of these days. I see it. I see it. So many people may not, but I see it. I see it. It doesn't matter what other people think. I don't care what other people think. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not worried about other people. I'm just worried about what I can provide to the game. I'm worried about what I can provide for people who need it. I got a comment the other day. The man said, the man said, yo, you helped me from not ending it. Cause he said that he was gonna end it, but then he watched my video and he listened to what I was saying and he didn't end it. Bro, I was so pumped up. I was so fired up. I was like, yo, I'm so happy I was able to help you out. I'm so happy that what I was talking about helped you stop doing that action because you should never take yourself out of the game. Never take yourself out of the game. I know it can get hard. I know it can get difficult, but never take yourself out. Never take yourself out. Keep on going hard. Keep on going hard every single day. Never stop. Never stop. Even if you encounter a couple of bad times, it's all right. We all encounter bad times. Sometimes life can get overwhelming, but sometimes you just got to sit back, be in the silence, and the answers will come to you. The answers will come to you. That's what you got to do. That's just what you got to do. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Sometimes we let life get to us like too much and we forget what we've been working on. We get sidetracked. We get sidetracked. It's so easy to get sidetracked, but we gotta fight against that. We gotta fight against that. We can't keep getting sidetracked. We can't keep getting sidetracked. That's a little tongue twister right there. But we gotta stay focused. We gotta stay locked in, and we gotta stay on it. Gotta stay on it. But yeah, man, shoot, yo, that's perfect. That's perfect because that leads into my next topic. That leads into my next point. You may want to give up, but there's no point because you're almost there. You're almost there. Your success is in arm's reach. It's in arm's reach. You can almost grab it. You can almost grab it. But I feel like when times get the hardest, when things get the toughest, I feel like you just gotta fight harder. I feel like you just gotta gain that motivation, gain that inspiration to just get through your next challenge, get through that next hurdle. Because, bro, you can't stop here. You cannot stop here. If you guys was thinking about stopping, if you guys was thinking about giving up, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not stop. Do not give up. You're almost there. You're almost there. You just got to fight a little bit. You just got to fight a little bit longer. You just got to hold on a little bit longer. Do you know what it feels like to hold on? Let's take this into like a workout perspective. Do you know what it feels like to hang on to the pull-up bar? Hang on to the pull-up bar and do dead hangs and stay on that pull-up bar for a certain amount of time. You probably said that you wanted to stay on that pull-up bar and do that dead hang for about 45 seconds, but you tap out at around 20 seconds. Fight hard. Fight hard to hold on. Fight hard to hold on. Don't let go. Don't let go because as soon as you let go, you're letting go of your dreams. You're letting go of everything that you want for yourself. You letting go of your success. But you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on moving. Life is going to throw you a couple of uppercuts. It's going to throw you a couple of uppercuts, and some of those uppercuts are going to connect. Hell, all of those uppercuts may connect. They all of them might connect, and you might get knocked down. But you want to know what? I'm gonna tell you this: you can get back up. You can get back up. You can get back up. But you gotta want to get back up. You gotta find purpose in the fight. You got to find a reason. Remember your reason. Remember why you started. Remember why you was fighting in the first place. Remember your why. Your why is important. Your why is the reason why you do everything that you do. Your why is the reason why you're going to get to that special place in your life. Your why is the reason why you do everything. But once we lose sight of our why, once we lose sight of our reason, it's like, what were we doing? What are we even doing? What are we even doing? Like, why are we working this hard? We don't even know why we're doing it. That's why I say the why is important. If you don't have a strong why, you won't have a strong resolve. You won't have a strong foundation. And a strong resolve and a strong foundation is, oh, that means so much. It means so much. You won't be nothing without that. You won't be nothing without that. You just got to stay focused. You just got to stay focused. You got to believe in yourself. You just have to. On to my next point. If you get yourself right, if you get yourself together, if you get yourself together right now, you won't have to do it later. You get it done now, you won't have to do it later. Everything that you want right now, you can have it later. It's not going anywhere. Your success is not going anywhere. Just keep on going at it and you'll get there. I'm not really going to spend too much time on that point because I already talked on that. I already spoke on that with trust in the process and, putting the work in now, like in your 20s. So, like, your 30s and your 40s could be all you want it to be. Like, I really don't got to say too much on that. But, on to my last point of this topic, self improvement is the best. Self improvement is the best. Like, we all can get better. I feel like that's one of the best things of being a human. We can all improve. We can all change our lives. We can all change our lives. We can all make a change. We can all make a difference. Like, we don't got to stay the same. Nobody has to stay the same. Although people choose to stay the same, people may make the decision to stay the same, but they don't have to. They don't have to. They just doing that because they're comfortable. They're just doing that because they're comfortable in that mindset. But you don't have to be like these people. You don't have to be like these people. You can be better. You can be better. Do you want to be better? That's all on you. That's all on you. Only you and God knows the answer to that question. Only you and God knows the answer to that. So, I can't even force you to be great if you don't want to be great. If you don't want to be great, I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. I just can't. I just can't. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay because those who want it, they'll get it. They'll get it. Those who want it will get it. I don't even gotta worry. I don't even gotta stress. So like I don't even care about having like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions of people that rock with me because like those people could switch up on you at any time. Now, if it's genuine people that I worked on and I worked on building like my platform up to that point, I feel like that's what's up. But if I just blew up off of one thing and it's something that I wasn't passionate about, bro, I don't care about that. Those people can go. Those people can go. People can switch up on you at any time. People can switch up on you at any time. People could get bipolar at any time. So it's like, bro, you really can't put your faith in people. You can't put your trust in people. You got to put your trust in God. I feel like bro, God is the answer to all of my problems. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be doing this live stream right now. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be doing any of the things that I'm doing right now. I wouldn't have the positive mindset that I have right now if it wasn't for him. If it wasn't for him, bro, like what would be the point of anything out here? Because bro, the world is already going down. But every time I think about God and every time I think about his promises, I just get in a good mood instantly. I just get in a good mood instantly. And it's like, bro, I can't even stress it. Can't stress it at all. And I'm at peace. I'm at peace. And I feel like it's a good thing to be at peace. But yeah, man. Um, as we approach the end of this podcast, I feel like it's a lot of work that we got to do to ensure our success. I feel like it's a lot of things, a lot of trials we're gonna have to go through because everything is a test. You got to treat everything in life as a test, and you got to pass those tests with flying colors. Because if you don't, you're gonna stay back. You're gonna stay at the bottom, and you're never gonna go to the top because you don't want to go to the top. Straight up. Straight up. Like you could say you want to be at the top, but if your actions don't align with what you're talking about, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere at all. At all. But on to my next topic. On to my next topic and my last topic for the night. We're going to discuss the importance of making big plays. The importance of making big plays. Now, before I dive into my points, I feel like making a big play is making a play that's going to change your life, making a play that's going to change the trajectory of your life. That's what I feel like it means to make a big play. Because a lot of us, we make plays like every so often. We don't make like a lot of big plays. We make a play every now and then. But those who's actually focused on their goals, they try to make plays every day. And it's like it doesn't become a question of when are we going to make this play? It's going to become a question of how many plays are we going to make today? How many plays are we going to make today? Like, bruh, how many times are we going to hit today? How many uploads and how many videos am I going to put up today? That's what it's all about. So it's like we make so many plays in a day, but how many plays will you make? I feel like I made a good majority of plays today. I dropped all my videos on YouTube and TikTok. I'm doing a podcast. This is dope. This is dope. I'm doing my thing, bro. I feel litty right now. I feel litty right now. When you feel lit, bro, you feel like you could do anything. You feel like you could take over the world. You feel like you could take over the world. You don't feel like anybody can get in your way. Even if people try to, you'll still be good. You'll still be good because you're showing up for yourself. And all of this work is going to pay off. I know it is. I know it is. It just has to. It just has to. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So you got to stay focused. 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 Got to stay focused. There's a lot of distractions out there, but you can't pay them no mind at all whatsoever. Don't pay the distractions any mind. Don't pay them any mind. Just stay focused. Keep on grinding. Keep on going hard. Keep on going crazy. Just do what you got to do. Just do what you got to do. That's all it is. That's all it is. So yeah, man. On to my next point. You don't have to rush. Just stay consistent. Consistency is key. Completing the same actions over and over and over and over and over again will change your life, regardless if it's a good change or a bad change. At the end of the day, it's still change. Change is change. Change is change. So if you focus on constant repetition, you can manifest anything you want. If you focus on doing push-ups every day, sit-ups every day, eating right, getting some good sleep, you're gonna have a healthy lifestyle. But if you eating Doritos every single day, not working out, sleeping all day, not going to work, not taking care of yourself, shoot, masturbating all the time, and you just watching a whole bunch of corn, bruh, you know where you're going. You know exactly where you're going, and I don't even have to say anything. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. So it's like, hey, you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. But me, I'm taking it to the top. I'm taking it to the top because I know in the next few years I'm gonna look back at this moment and I'll be like, it was so worth it. Don't you want to? Can't you just imagine how it feels? Matter of fact, imagine how it feels to put in that work for like 3 to 5 years, and then you look back to where you started from, and you're like, man, I'm so happy I started. I'm so happy I put that work in. I'm so happy I showed up to do that podcast, even when nobody was there. Even when nobody's there, it was just me and God. It was just me and God. But that's okay. That's okay. I believe in longevity. I believe in longevity. I'm not going to get it all overnight. I'm not going to win overnight. But over time, small wins add up and it turns into one big win. It turns into one big win because I've been stacking them days. I tell you guys, stack those days every time. Stack those days every time. Just keep on stacking them. Just keep on stacking them. Just keep on going crazy. Just keep on going up. That's all you can do. Stack those days. Stack those days. Handle your business. Handle your business. Handle your business. Yeah. Yeah. We handling business. We handling big man business. We handling grown man business. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. On to my next point though. We gonna work down and we gonna get through it. Don't let your dreams stay dreams. Keep on taking action. Take action with everything that you do. Just keep on taking actions. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. Don't let your fantasies be fantasies. Bring them to life. You can literally bring it to life. You can bring your wildest ideas to life. You see that back there? That says GOP. That says GOP. I might turn this into like a regular video with with some gaming in it, but so you guys may not see it. But right there, it's a sign. I have a lit up sign that says GOP, and it stands for Ground Life Productions, as you guys may know. As you guys may know, GOP in physical form. It started off as an idea. Now it's materialized. Now it's materialized. And I feel like that's dope. I feel like that's what's up. I feel like that's what's up. And nobody could tell me nothing. Nobody could tell me nothing. So we going crazy on that. We going crazy on that. We doing our thing. We just handling business, man. I like that. I love that for myself. And that's just dope. It's fire. It's fire. But yeah, on to our last point, and we gonna end this one off strong. Finish off strong. We already like 40 something minutes in. Ignore the negativity and just keep on working. Just keep your head down. You don't need to worry about what John is talking about. You don't need to worry about what Jaleesa is talking about. I'm just naming random names, but you don't got to worry about who, like, what X, Y, and Z is talking about because their opinion means nothing. Their opinion holds no weight to you. It holds no weight to you. Just keep on working. They just don't want to see you win. That's all it is. That's all it is. They don't want to see you be great. They don't want to see you turn up. They don't want to see you break out. They don't want to see you stand on 10. They want to see you fall off. They want to see your downfall. These people be preying on your downfall. These people be working witchcraft. These people be working spells just to keep you down. Just to keep you down. That's what these people be doing, bro. And it's crazy. It's sad and it's disappointing. Quite frankly, disappointing. Oh my goodness. Why? Why are you such a hateful human being? I can't believe this. Get the devil out your heart. Get the hate out your heart. Focus on good things. Good things. Focus on becoming great. These people don't want to become great. These people don't want to become great. They just want to make excuses. They want to point fingers at everybody else instead of pointing those fingers back at themselves. That's what they want. That's what they want. And you know what? Me, I'm not going to be a part of that. I can't be a part of that. And I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm not. I'm not. I will reject it every single time. I will block it every single time. Like a basketball player in the NBA, your shot is getting blocked. Every time you try to come at me with that negativity, it's getting blocked. It's getting blocked. I don't play around with it no more. I don't play around with the trolls anymore. I'm like, yeah, y'all do what y'all want. Y'all do what y'all want. I'm just not even going to give a response. I'm not even going to give no reaction to these guys because that's what they want. They just want a reaction out of you. They just want to get you out of character. I spoke about this last night about like people just wanting to get you out of character because they want to feel like they have some type of control over you. You see, humans, they feel like they want to play a godly role. They feel like they want to be God, but they're not God. They're not God. I fear God. I don't fear no human beings. I don't fear no humans. I don't fear no humans because what is a human going to do to me? What is a human going to do to me? Bro, these people be scared. These people not going to do nothing to you. You shouldn't even worry. You shouldn't even be worried. Focus on God at all times and he will satisfy your every need. These humans are flawed. Coming from a human, humans are flawed. So why worry about what these people talk about? Why worry about what these people are on? Doesn't matter. Dog's World was good. Top left? What you mean by that top left? But yeah, man, why worry about what people talk about? If they're not helping you become better, I don't feel like you need to give them the time of day. I don't feel like you need to give them the time of day because it's not going to help. It's not going to help. People just want to, they see you slip up one time, but they want to hold that over you. And you could do so many great things, but you know, it's just it's just annoying because why you got to bring up the past? Why you got to bring up the past? Just means factual. Oh shoot, I ain't know that. You just put me onto some new game. But yeah, man, like why bring up the past? I understand I may have messed up in the past, but you don't want to see me do great in the future. That's why you keep bringing up the past because you want to keep me down. And I feel like people like that are just really I'm not going to say they're evil, but they're just these are people you don't want to be around because they don't have your best interests at heart. They do not have your best interests at heart. And it's like they'll try to tear you down every chance that they get. And it's really bad. It's really crazy. And it just doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. So it's just mind boggling, really, because like I said before, people don't want to step outside of their comfort zone. People don't want to see a new reality where things are not the same. You know, I got friends around me. All they do is talk about like things that happen in like middle school and like little situations from high school. But it's like like what are we doing now though? What are we doing now? Yeah, all that stuff happened in the past, but what are we doing now? What are we doing now? How are we going to go up now? This is why I say we got to make big plays. You are only as good as your latest move, as your most previous move. Like just like on YouTube, you're only as good as your last video, bruh. We don't bring the past into this. Like if you don't drop any more, you're only as good as your last video. So me, I make timeless content, so I'm always going to be here. But you know, that's it for the roundtable talk. I hope I was able to give you guys like a lot of good gems. Hope I was able to give you guys some inspiration to just, just keep on running it up, stay focused, never give up, and just keep on fighting. I hope I was able to do that for you guys because, I'm really passionate about what I talk about. And I appreciate everybody who rocks with my content. I appreciate everybody who rocks with me in general because I rock with you guys as well. Nobody forces you guys to tap in with me. You guys do it because you want to. You guys do it because you just rock with me. So I think that's dope. And I'm gonna keep on showing up for y'all because I care about y'all. I know y'all care about me. I care about y'all. So it's like we all got a good relationship going on. So, I'm about to end the live. Feel free to play it back and listen back. I'm probably gonna drop like a podcast like this every single week. I want to do it on Wednesdays. So, I'm gonna try to do like either 8 or 9 o'clock every Wednesday. And we just gonna keep on showing up. We're gonna keep on pulling up and we just gonna keep on getting right, keep on going up. And that's all it is. So with that being said, this has been Grindline Productions and we signing out. Peace.